Hey guys, I have a Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy for you today, and it's the INDORAPTOR. Now based off the latest trailer, this looks to be the main villain dino guy. Or gal, most likely gal. And this dino just looks terrifying in that movie. It's like the stuff of nightmares, man. Possibly more vicious than the Indominus Rex. And with that said, let's take a closer look. In front of the box there's a nice open display here, as well as a nice glam shot of Chris Pratt in blue. Here's one side with the logo and some fence bars. And the other side, here's a top. And here's a back with some nice glam shots, some other toys, and a small little footnote for the Jurassic World Facts app, which I'll show later on in the video. And here's bottom with the UPC and how to attach the tail. And there it is, guys, the INDORAPTOR Unleashed. Man, this thing looks mean. Now the head has a seriously menacing look to it. The scales sculpted on his head just look amazing, and they really just glisten with that glossy paint that they added to it. And the cool thing too is that the scales there are actually different sizes and shapes, so it looks very organic and just asymmetrical. And the underjaw here has a nice organic look to it as well. I really like the paint on the eyes as well. It's cleanly applied, and that crimson red just makes it look so mean and vicious. Plus there's still almost like blood splatter there, almost like an eye tattoo. Just looks amazing. Now the inside mouth here has a nice red tongue there that's nicely sculpted, and there's also some red here on these little side pieces, which I don't know what they're called. And they even added sculpting on the inside roof of the mouth, which is pretty impressive. Also below where the tongue doesn't completely cover, they also have that sculpting as well. Nice attention to detail. Now the bottom jaw here is made of a nice soft flexible rubber, so it doesn't hurt, plus the teeth are rounded, which helps as well. The top teeth are also rounded and also made of that rubber, and it looks like it's a separate piece. You can see the little separation mark there where it's attached to the harder plastic of the head. So it's pretty child safe and just safe in general in case you bite yourself. And they did the same thing for these little spiky hair pieces up here. If you look closely, you can see the cutout in the hard plastic where they attach this rubbery piece. So they kind of try to make it blend in, but either way, it's definitely sit-on safe. And the neck continues a nice gloss black scaling there, as you can see, but it actually has a matte black underside, which is actually the same all the way to the bottom of the belly and tail. Plus they added this nice metallic golden orange paint there, which just looks sweet. Now the body here has more of that nice black scaling, just like the rest, and it also has more of that little, looks like dragon scales on its like spine there, which is pretty cool. That actually continues all the way down to the tail. I'll attach the other piece of the tail later. Plus they gave the body a nice contouring to it so that it actually looks organic like a real, dinosaur or lizard. So that's a pretty sweet touch there. And this hairy spiky piece here is just like the top, where it's made of soft rubber and it's just glued into a little slot that's cut into the harder plastic. And of course you get more of that nice metallic golden orange paint that goes all the way down the body and almost all the way down to the tail. Now there's a very clear termination point of the glossy black paint right there, as you can see, which leads into the matte black underbelly, which actually has quite a bit of detailing on its own. In fact, if you look closely, it looks like the plastic actually has some sort of like sparkles like molded into it, so that's actually a nice touch, although it's hidden on the top here because of this gloss black paint. But either way, that's some premium plastic right there. And you get some nice skin texturing too. And the arm has more of that nice lizard detailing and texturing, also that nice glossy black paint there, as you can see. And they added more of that spiky hair detail to his forearm there, although instead of the soft rubber, they actually just molded it right into the plastic. And he has a sinister looking hand there with crazy looking claws, but it's nice and soft, so you don't have to worry about poking your eye out with it. Now the legs here are actually made up of 3 different pieces with more of that nice gloss black scaling to them. Just the scales alone look amazing, but on top of that they added a nice muscle sculpt to it, which just looks really, really powerful. Like, I mean, this is one vicious raptor. And here's a better look at the inside of the leg there. Lots of that sculpting and muscle detail. And of course the foot looks amazing as well, especially with this awesome raptor claw there. Or should I say INDORAPTOR. And here's the bottom of the feet with the nice Jurassic World logo there and the little Jurassic Fact app thingy barcode, which I'll get to later on. And here's the upper portion of the tail. Has some more of that gloss black scaling and some more of that metallic orange and yellow paint, and the matte black bottom there. And the lower half of his tail here is separated, which is probably so it could fit in the box, but it has some nice detailing to it as well. And unlike the top half, it's actually soft and bendy. Now the connection point right up here is actually on a ball joint, so it has some articulation to it. Plus there's a little tab here to make sure you don't put it in upside down. That's what the open end of the tail looks like there. And you simply just plug it in, just like that. Now one thing I want to point out here is the paint on the tail here actually goes all the way into the piece, which means when you pivot it, you actually still see paint and it doesn't just cut off like some other figures. And it's the same on both sides as well, which is pretty impressive. Also, it's the same on the neck here too, which means you can pivot the neck and you still get paint as well as the head up here too. The only thing though is that the other side right here, the head is okay, but the neck you can actually see kind of a cutoff point, so they kind of missed the mark on that one. But I can look past that because the rest of it is just great. And now for articulation. The jaw opens up this much, which is quite a bit as you can see, plus the jaw is actually under some tension here, so that it actually holds its place when you move it, which is pretty cool. And the head rotates a full 360 degrees, plus it has a nice ball joint, so it has some good side-to-side movement as you can see there, plus some nice up and down movement. And just overall a nice pivoting ball joint all around. And the neck piece is the same as well. It rotates a full 360 degrees, has some nice down and up movement, and also side to side. And it's also on a ball joint, so you get that nice rotating just any direction you want. And the arm rotates a full 360 degrees, plus it has a nice pivot joint right there that has quite a bit of range. The elbow has some nice up and down movement, plus it rotates a full 360 degrees, and the hand rotates a full 360 degrees as well, and has a nice pivot joint so that it can go up or down. And the leg rotates a full 360 degrees as well, and it has quite a bit of tension so that it can actually hold itself up. And the upper leg here actually has a pivot joint as well. The middle leg here pivots backwards and a little bit forward, but it does rotate a full 360 degrees. And same with the foot here, rotates forward though, and a little bit backwards, but it does go full 360 degrees too. And the upper tail here is on a ball joint, so you get some nice pivoting movement all the way around. And the lower tail is the same as you saw when I attached it, and that ball joint allows it to move all the way around. The amount of posability on this Indoraptor is very impressive, and you can put it in a lot of different poses, some of which are a bit creepy though. Alright, now let's go and fire up the app and try out this little barcode thingy. Now I already downloaded it onto my phone, and it's just called Jurassic World Facts, so let's go and fire that up. And then it loads there. Now what's cool about this app is they have it divided into like carnivores, you know, water dinosaurs, all that stuff. Then you see all the different dinosaurs. What's kind of nifty too is that you get the dark dinosaur, like it doesn't show it because you don't have it yet, but you can push and hold and you get this cool little flare to kind of highlight the dinosaur, which is it's pretty cool. Now I went to collections and I already favorited the Indoraptor right here. Of course I haven't scanned it yet, so you know he's not unlocked. If you hit that button there, nope, not that button. That button. Hit that button there, it shows the facts. You get one free, so that one shows that there. It says, in the film, Indoraptor can move fast in total silence, even in darkness. So I'm guessing these will unlock once I scan that code. But before that, you can also hit the flare and see the nice Indoraptor, which is pretty cool. Alright, so let's go and go to scan here. And go ahead and scan the dino. Whoa. There he is. Push that. Oh, okay, so now he's in my collection. And I guess I'll hit that there. Oh, look, see, everything's open now, so we can just hit that. In the film, Indoraptor is always hungry and hunting for prey. In the film, Indoraptor is aggressive by living... What was that? By living being around... What? Oh, to every living being around. No, that. In the film, Indoraptor shows an extremely high level of intelligence. I bet he does. In the film, Indoraptor weighs 2,200 pounds, like a cow and a half. Okay, he's a cow and a half. Or she's a cow and a half. Wait, it doesn't say he or she. I don't know. I'll put favorite there. Can't favorite it? No, really? Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. And do I still get the flare? No, whoa! Wait, how did I do that? Did he try to bite your finger? Nope. Oh well. Well, that's the app for you, so that's kind of cool. Whoa, geez, he did it again. Alright, now for some comparisons. Here he is next to the Hero Vision Captain America from Infinity War, the Iron Spidey Funko Pop, the Thanos Hot Toys Cos Baby, and the Marvel Legends Chris Pratt. Huh, this Indoraptor doesn't look that big anymore compared to these other figures. Maybe I'll have to get some Jurassic World figures to put it to scale. Well guys, this is one impressive dino figure. It has features and details that you would expect from a more premium figure, and at the $20 price tag, this figure almost seems like a steal. Now these Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toys are pretty sweet, and I think I may have to get me a few more. I don't know. Also guys, Infinity War is this weekend, so I know what I'm doing. I just hope it's good. But if anything, as long as my favorite characters don't die, I think it'll be okay. So, it's probably not going to be okay. Anyways guys, thanks for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed this review, and until the next video, I will catch you later. Peace.
No.